Hi guys, this is MD Shahjada Imran. So in this video I will explain how we can create automation script for mobile automation. So in my previous video I have shown how we can set up the automation environment for mobile automation. I showed all the necessary tools, how to install and how to configure. So in this video I will create a sample script. So there are three different types of mobile. It could be actual mobile device. I can have one actual mobile device that I can connect to the computer using USB. Or I can have a virtual mobile device which is called emulator, or I can have a mobile device in cloud. So in this video I will show the virtual mobile device or emulator, and also the application in the mobile device. There are three different types of application: native apps, web apps and hybrid apps. So I will show the native apps in this video. So here I have Eclipse open. In Eclipse I have one project, so I will create a script right now. I will not be showing how we can create the project because that is already I have shown in another video. And so this is the project, and I have APM open which is not started yet, and also I have the virtual Android device, and this is everything will be done in Windows operating system. So I have this virtual mobile device, I also have this APM and also have the Java. Okay, and the application I will automate, that is the contact application. So this is the app, Contacts app. This app I will automate, and I will add one contact in there. Okay, so let's get started. I have everything ready here. So I right click here and say new class. I will give a name, Android mobile automation. And I check this one so that Eclipse will create main method for me. So I click on finish. So I have this class and this is the main method. Now to connect to the emulator or the virtual mobile device, I have to create one instance of desired capabilities class. So I will create an instance now. So I have written desired capabilities, that is the data type, and this is DC is the reference variable or the object or the instance, anyone we can say, and this is the assignment sign, and this is the new keyword, and this is the empty constructor. So now I will enter Ctrl-Shift-O from the keyboard, Ctrl-Shift-O. So that red line got disappeared and this line just came up. That means we have imported the desired capabilities package by entering Ctrl+Shift+O from the keyboard. So this is the object creation, so that is done. Now I need to assign some values to the DC object. So DC dot set capabilities, and I will say mobile capabilities. Type device name. So I have to give a device name. This is the device name I have to give. I will be automating this virtual mobile device. It has a name ANDS. If I come from the AVD manager, this is the device that I just launched. So name is ANDS. So we'll write down here ANDS. Now I will give another capabilities. I will give a package app package. So I will assign the app package, so I have to give the value here. So now I will get the value. This is the app that I need. This is the app, and I need the value of package. So for that I have to use object spy, which is called the UI Automator Viewer in APM. So I will open the UI Automator Viewer now. First I will open CMD. Now I will go to the Android Home folder. So I'm on Android Home folder. If I say div, I can see all the available files and folders under that home folder. And that UI Automator is under tools folder, so I have to go inside the tools folder. So this is the UI, or this is the, so I will open this one, start UI Automator Viewer, this one. Okay, now I will enter from the keyboard. Entered from the keyboard. Okay, now it is opening. Okay, now it opened. It's called UI Automator Viewer. Since I have to get the package name to enter here, to get the package name to enter here, I need to launch the UI Automator Viewer. So I just launched the UI Automator Viewer using CMD. Now I will be getting the value. So for that I have to click here. So UI Automator Viewer will scan the mobile device and take the information from that mobile device. So it is scanning the mobile device, Android mobile device. It will take the screenshot and put here. It might take, I don't know, maybe 1 minute to scan. It says obtaining device screenshot. Okay, the scan is done. Now here I can see the package name. So I will copy the package name. Copy. This is the package. This is the package name. So I will put here. Okay. Now I have given the device name. This. I have given the app package to this object. I also have to give app activity. So I will give dc.set capabilities Android mobile capability type and activity. Now I have to give the value of app activity. How I can get the app activity? So I will go back to CMD. It has 3 steps to get the app activity value. So first I have to write here ADB devices. So it will show the list of Android devices. Right now this Android device is launched in the computer, this one. Now second step is I have to write ADB shell. Okay. Third step is I have to write another long command. So I have to write this command. Before I hit enter from the keyboard, I have to make sure the app is open. So this app is open. Okay, that I have made sure. Now I will hit enter from the keyboard. Okay, so this value came up. So whatever value after the first slash is the value of activity. So I highlighted everything. Ctrl C from the keyboard, so copy it into the clipboard. Now I will paste here, Ctrl V. Okay, so I also assign the app activity to this object. So far I have assigned the device name, I have assigned app package name, and I have assigned app activity name. I also have to assign the platform name. So I will give dc.set capabilities Android mobile device type, Android mobile capability. Platform name. So I have to assign the platform name. Platform is Android. Okay, so far I have created one object of desired capabilities, and then I have assigned 4 values to the object. I have assigned device name, I have assigned app package, I have assigned app activity, and I have assigned platform name. So this is, I probably didn't mention, the mobile application. There are 3 different types of mobile application: native, and hybrid, and web. So right now I am working to automate the native application. Why it is native application? Because this app came with the mobile, and the mobile manufacturer company given this app. So this is a native app, so I'm automating the native app. Okay, now I have to create a driver. So we'll create web driver, new, remote web driver, new URL. I have to give the URL in double quote, http clone / wd/habit2. This is common. Now I have to give the value here, the IP address that I have to get from APM. If I run APM, it will show up the IP address here. So I just clicked on the run button and waiting for APM to display the IP address here, so that I can put here. APM is working. So I am waiting for APM to display the IP address. Okay, so it displayed. I have to copy this portion. So I highlighted those portions, right clicked, copy. So I copied, I will paste here. Okay, I pasted here. Now, so I will write down Ctrl+Shift+O from keyboard, so the package will be imported. Ctrl+Shift+O. So package got imported. Remote web driver. Okay, I missed to put comma DC. Okay, so I have to also give this object here. Okay, now it's asking for Trycatch, so I can either use add throws declaration, so it will come up here, or I can say surround with Trycatch. So I will click this one, so it got surrounded with Trycatch. Now I will write one print statement and say hello. I will print another statement, driver. Okay, it is not showing, so main method is not able to identify driver because the driver variable is local to the Trycatch block. So I have to make this one global. So I will cut this and declare here. Okay, so I made the driver variable global. So now I will see more options here. See many options now. To string. Okay, now I will run. If I run, it will launch this app. Right now I close, so nothing is launched. Now APM is open. Now if I run, it will launch the Cantacts app and print value collecting from the Cantacts app in the console. It will print in the console after collecting value from the Cantacts app. So I will first, if I run it first, it will launch the Cantacts app and print these two lines. So let me run it. Let's see if it launches or not. Okay, so it launched the Cantacts app in the virtual mobile device. If I go to Eclipse, it also printed those two lines. This one from this line and this line from this line. Okay, now I will do more. Now I will click on this button. So to click on this button, I have to spy that page. Before I spy, I have to end APM session, clear everything. Now I will scan again. So it is scanning. I am scanning virtual mobile device using UI Automator Viewer. Okay, the scan is done. So now if I move the cursor, I can see all the information. So for this particular button, if I click here, resource ID is actually ID. So this is the ID value. So I copy, and I will identify this web element, or I will identify this mobile device element using ID. So resource ID is actually ID. Okay, so I will driver. This is Selenium part. Driver.find element by .id. I will give the value here. I will say .click. So this script will click on this button. On this button, I put here wait sleep, maybe 3 seconds. Okay, so I put the synchronization time 3 seconds, so the script will wait 3 seconds to load the page, load this page. And now a script will click here. Once it is clicked, this page will show up. So I will also wait here 2 seconds. I will say 2 seconds, or maybe 3 seconds. Maybe 3 seconds also here. Now once I am in this page, I will be clicking on this arrow sign. So to identify this object, I need to know the information, and to get to know the information, I have to use UI Automator Viewer. And before I ask UI Automator Viewer to do anything, okay, this APM is already closed, so I can ask UI Automator Viewer to scan the mobile app and give me all the information. So I clicked on here. So UI Automator Viewer is scanning the mobile app now. Okay, so this is the element that I want to identify and click. This element also has resource ID, so I can use this resource ID to identify this element. So I copy resource ID. I'll go over here. I will say driver find element by ID. I'll give the ID value. Click. So a script will, when I will run this script, the script will click here. Once the script clicks here, this additional information will show up here. Now I will be identify these fields and enter value in it. So to identify this fields, I have to use UI Automator Viewer again. I will click here, so it will scan the mobile apps current open page. So it is scanning. Okay, the scan is completed. So the first field has text value. So text is nothing but name. So I copy this. In Eclipse, in Selenium, we can identify element using name property. So text is name. Text in mobile device is same as name in Selenium. By name. So give the name here. I will say send case MD. This is the first name. First name, so MD. And I copy everything. Control C. Now I'll paste. How many fields I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will paste 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more times. And second time, the second field, second edit field, has the text of first name. So copy the first name. Go back to Eclipse. I will here write Ctrl V, first name. I will say MD, so prefix would be MR. And then the third one, third edit field, has the text. A text in mobile device is name in Selenium. So I copy here the middle name. I will go back to Control V. Middle name, I will give my middle name Shahjada, and then I will go back to UI Automator Viewer, click on the next edit field. The next edit field has the value last name, so copy, go back to Eclipse. I will write down here Ctrl V, last name. I will write down here Imran, and then I will click on the next edit field that is called name suffix. I'll copy, go back to Eclipse and Ctrl V here. I will say send. And then I will wait 3 seconds, maybe synchronization. Sleep 3 seconds. This is explicit and wait. So it will wait 3 seconds regardless. Now after that I will click here. So what is the value of this? I went back to UI Automator Viewer, moved the cursor to that check mark, clicked on this, so I get the information here, and it also has the ID. It has ID. So resource ID in mobile or in APM or in UI Automator is ID in Selenium or in web applications. So I will copy here. Driver find element by. Here I have to select ID, even though it says resource ID, but here I will be selecting ID because resource ID in mobile device is called ID in Selenium. So I will select ID and give the ID value. And I'll click on click. Okay, I will Control S from the keyboard to save everything. So now I will run the script and see how it behaves. The script should launch this app and enter all this information. So I close the app first. Okay, I closed the app. So app is virtual mobile device is open. App is closed. Now I will run it, and APM I will click. First I have to open APM. I have to make sure mobile device is open. Then I will be running from Eclipse. So I clicked on the run button here, waiting for Eclipse to, no, not Eclipse, APM, waiting for APM to completely open. So I will see more texts here once it is completely open. Okay, so APM is completely open. You can minimize APM. You can go back to Eclipse and run it. Let's see how it behaves. We run it. Open application. The automation script should launch the Contacts native app and try to add my name in there. So it launched the Contacts native app. At this point it should click on that add button. It clicked, therefore this next page showed up. It clicked on that arrow button, the script did, and now the script will enter all the data in these fields. So the script is doing that. So script will click on the check mark on the top right corner. It clicked. And the next page showed up here. Okay, so I think execution completed. Yes, execution completed, because that is what I have asked the script to do so far. Now I will click here and delete this record. I'll click here and delete this record. So for that I will be stopping APM. I will stop APM. I will delete everything. So APM is closed. Now I will ask UI Automator Viewer to scan the mobile app. So now UI Automator Viewer is scanning the mobile app. Because I want to add few more code, that code will delete this record. Because I do not want to keep this record now. Okay, so I have to click on this button. So I put the cursor on this button, clicked from the keyboard, and when I come here, there is no value for text, so I cannot identify the element using name. Here I have identified using name, right? But because those elements had value here, but in this case there is no value for name. It doesn't have ID value either. ID, so I cannot even use ID. So let me put it. Let's sleep. I put synchronization 3 seconds here again. Now I cannot identify that this element using ID either because there is no value. Then I have to go with content description. So content description, there is no, Selenium doesn't have any selector called content description. It has a selector called ID, it has selector called name, it has selector called CSS selector, XPath, and others, but there is no selector called content description. Then I have to use XPath. I have done yesterday, so I will copy that code from there. Don't worry about this. Okay, I get here. So I have to identify using XPath. I cannot use ID, I cannot use name because it doesn't have name value, it doesn't have ID value. It has content value. So and there is nothing called content value. If I try to identify an element, find element by dot, there is nothing called content value here. It has XPath, so from content value we have to identify the XPath. To identify the XPath, there are two types of XPath, relative XPath and absolute XPath. So this one is relative XPath. So I have to use here content dash description and give the value here in single quotes. This value came here and this content this came here. I have to click once go back to the app. I will manually click here. Now I want to click here, so ask UI Automator to scan again so that I can see if it has ID value or name value, or I have to go with the XPath. So now UI Automator Viewer is scanning the mobile app. Okay, so if I put here, it has ID value, it also has name value. So I can either use a name or I can use ID. So I'll be using ID. So I copy the ID value Go back to Eclipse. I'll put the synchronization wait time. Maybe 2 seconds. Now find element by ID. I will give the ID value here. Copy the value from here and paste it here. Click. Wait 2 seconds again. Then I will go back to the app. I will click on the delete button, and this will come up. I want to click on the OK button, so I have to scan this mobile app again using UI Automator Viewer. So I will click here. So UI Automator Viewer will scan the mobile app and tell me all the information. If that button has ID value or not, name value or not, or if I have to go with expert, if that element doesn't have ID or doesn't have name. When I say ID, I refer resource-ID. When I say name, I refer text. Because text in mobile app is name in Selenium. And resource, okay. Now if I go and put cursor on OK button, click, I can see it has text. It also has resource ID, so I'll go with resource ID, which is ID. So I copy this value, go back to Eclipse, find element by ID with the value. Okay, I will click there. Control Shift F to format the code, Control S to save the code. Now I will run it. Before I run, I'll click on OK. So, and close the app. So app is closed, nothing is open. Now APM, I will click here, so APM will be open. I clicked here, there are more text will show up here. Texts will show up here. Then I will run the script from Eclipse. Okay, so everything is ready. APM is ready. Mobile device is ready. App is closed. Now I will run it from Eclipse. Run as web application. Now I will open Eclipse, not Eclipse, virtual mobile device, and I will see what happens. I'm expecting the script will launch the Contacts app and add my name in there, in the Contacts app, and then later it will delete. So the script launched the app. It clicked on the add button. This page showed up. It will click on the arrow button. Now it will enter my name in the edit fields. The script is entering my name in the edit fields. ND Shahjaza Imran. That is my name that the script is entering. Now it will click on the right symbol in the top right corner. Checkmark symbol. It did. So contact got saved. Now it should delete. It should click on the symbol with 3 dots. I'm waiting for the script to click. It did not click. Let me see what happened. It did not click. Probably I will have to increase the synchronization time. It's 8 seconds instead of 3 seconds. And Control S. I will run again to see what happened. Before I run, I will manually close and delete that record. This one. This is I'm doing manually. This way the capture is viewable. Okay. What it's saying? An element could not be located on the page using the given search parameters. Claims it could not identify options using this. I increased 8 seconds. Let's see. Just it was 3, I put 8 seconds. Probably the synchronization issue. So I will close this, clear everything, launch again freshly. Then I will run. I'm waiting for APM to be ready. there are more texts to display here. Okay, it's ready. So IPM is ready. Virtual mobile device also ready. Now I will run from Eclipse as Java application. Go back to the mobile app and let's see what happened. The script is running. Now script will click on the right checkmark symbol from the top right corner and then wait 8 seconds for the next page to show up instead of 3 seconds. Because I think it takes more than 3 seconds to come this page. Let's see if the script click on that 3 dots. It did not click. What could be the reason? Okay, let me run yesterday's script. Let's see what happens. There is yesterday's script before I run. Anyway, I will check that. In this video's intention was to show the sample script and show all those how I can get the app package value, how I can get the app activity value, how I can get the device value, how I can assign to this object, how I can create the object, how I can create the driver, and start with the scripting. And that I have showed in this video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.